Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday Night Live. I am so excited. Thursday night is usually where we kind of chit chat about stuff that is going on, where I like to give like little advice and tips and stuff of things I've learned along my travels and along doing YouTube. So I'm really, really excited to get started with tonight's live. I hope that that you will find this particular one very, very helpful because I did. And it's some things that I learned that I want to share with you guys. And so, we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're going to give everybody a chance to get the notification that the live has just started. And then you could go ahead and hit that bell so next time you won't miss it. And if you're new to this channel, welcome so much. We've got a lot of new subscribers. So I'm hoping that this video you will find helpful. And if so, please make sure you leave us a thumbs up. Like I said, on Friday night, I usually try to have something where we're kind of having like a talk, heart-to-heart talk. Next week on February 12th, you want to put on your calendar because we're going to have a special guest on our live. And I'm super, super excited about that. And got Wade in the house. Hey, Wade, how's it going? I hope you will hang around for the live because this is going to be very informative. And I know that the title was a little daunting of me telling you to stop telling people about your YouTube channel. But I'm also telling you to stop telling people your plans in general. And so we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about my experience with that. We're going to be talking about what you've probably experienced. And we're going to go over 8 things of why we shouldn't and 8 things on how to fix that. So we're going to go ahead on and get started. If you don't mind, you guys, drop a wave in the chat so I know that you're there. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Hey there, Margaret. At the end of this live, I will go and acknowledge everybody inside of the chat. So if I do not get to you while we're doing this, please, please, please just know that I will get to you at the end. If you have any questions along the way, please do not hesitate to drop it in the chat or in the comment section if you're watching this video after the fact. And like I said, we are excited to get started. Now, why am I making a video on YouTube telling you not to tell people about your channel? Well, this is going to apply to anything you're looking to do in life. And you guys, I'm hoping that this is coming across good. So let me know in the chat if I'm glitchy because I don't see the glitches. To me, it seems like it's working great, but it might be on your end, and I need to know so I can do what I can to fix it. So when the number one thing that we're going to start off with, not everyone is your audience. Okay. Don't waste time and energy focusing on people who are not your target audience. And I have wasted a lot of time doing that, trying to get people to look at my page. I'm going through my friends on Facebook and I'm like, hey, check out my channel, check out my channel. And the truth is, they're just not that interested. So I'm wasting a lot of energy and a lot of time trying to get people to check out something when they're really not interested in doing it. So the first one is not everybody's interested. Not everybody's your audience. The second one is dealing with unsolicited advice. And you don't have to be a YouTuber to understand unsolicited advice. If you can have opinionated relatives that give unsolicited advice. But whenever you're wanting to start a business or you have an idea or you have something for your channel and you're wanting to start a YouTube channel or you wanting to start a TikTok or whatever, you'll always have people giving you unsolicited advice. And most of the time it's not very supportive. It's more like constructive criticism. If you're dealing in opinion and people's advice, then it can make you kind of discouraged, and then you might feel the need to just break away or feel the need to try to please everybody's opinion, and therefore you lose your genre. And your genre is what you're going to be good at, what sparked the idea in the first place. So you want to stay true to what it is that you're starting out to do. Energy and effort matters. That's number 3. So number 1, not everyone's your audience. Number 2, you deal with unsolicited advice, and that's why it might be a good idea to kind of keep what you're doing under wraps, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, whether it's starting TikTok as a business, whether it's starting a business period, or whether it's making plans in life. Sometimes it's just not good to tell everybody because everybody has an opinion. They might even try to talk you out of it. I used to hear people say, YouTube's oversaturated. There's a lot of people out there doing it. And I really bought into that. Started thinking to myself, well, how can I stand out if there's so many people doing it? They have so much more resources than I am. They're able to go much more than I am. How can I compete? Well, the only person I'm competing against is me. I'm not competing against them. There's a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people doing the same thing, and that does not stop them. So you don't want to deal with unsolicited advice. Number three, energy and effort matters. When you put in the work, you don't want to waste it on people who are not interested in what you're doing. What you're doing matters. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes research, it takes equipment, and you are spending time, effort, and money on certain things. Even though it doesn't yield a paycheck from the beginning, you still have to do it pro bono to just get to where you want to be, right? Any business, you spend money on supplies, you spend money on buying equipment, and people want you to give it to them for free. Don't waste your time on stuff like that. Spend your time wisely, market to the right audience. And that was the hardest thing for me, finding my niche, finding my people, right? Because you think everybody could possibly be your people, but that's not true, right? Your people will find you if you're putting in the time and the effort. Beware of absent supporters. Now, that is a thing here on YouTube. You can have 10,000 subscribers and maybe 100 show up to a live. Or you could do a video like right now, guys, guess what? I have 3,000 subscribers. My goal is to have 5,000 subscribers by March 1st. I know that I'm pushing it, but we get there, yay! If we don't, it's okay, right? But the thing is, what I'm trying to convey to you is you may have a lot of people who are just not engaged. They might find your content, find that one video that you did, they really liked it. On an impulse, they hit the subscribe button, and now they're absent. They've ghosted you. Some people claim to be supporters, but they don't watch, like, and share. Those are your diehards, right? Those are the people that you are working hard to get to. I always ask people to subscribe, like, and share. That stuff is free. It doesn't take anything for somebody to share your content. And so when you can market it to people who care about the craft of what it is that you're doing and they buy into liking you, you have to be likable, right? And people like people for all sorts of reasons. So when they like you, you want to engage with your audience. So they will share, like, tell people about your channel. They will become like walking billboards for you. And on their social media, they will start posting your content, which will help you get to an audience of people that you did not have access to from the beginning, right? So by paying attention to your subscribers brings us to our next one, engaging with people, right? Drowning out the noise. Many people tell you to change your content, change your niche. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Stay true to the craft. So number 5 is drown out the noise. All the naysayers, all the people who are hating on you because you have a dream. Move forward with the dream. Life's too short, okay? And then you live with regret, and then you secretly harbor feelings of dislike for folks. Move forward with your dreams. If your dream is to be the best clown there is, follow your dream. Get the best makeup, get the best costumes, get the best custom. Just follow your dream. Do not follow the naysayers. Drown out the noise. And know that number 6 tells you not all advice is good advice. That's what I'm trying to say. So hear it, take it with a grain of salt. If it fits into the scheme of what you're doing, it could be good advice, but don't feel obligated to have to take what everybody tell you and implement it into your plan, right? What the goal here is to find your people, right? And so when you're telling everybody everything, it gets noisy because you begin to have a lot of different opinions and a lot of people coming at you. And then when you start to market it, you don't find the support that you need in order to grow whatever it is you're doing. Okay. So just think about these things, right? Number 7, I think we kind of already hit on that. Don't worry about the skepticism. I hope I said that right. Build a loyal audience fan base. Engage with your guests. I try to answer everybody who leaves me a message, because that's important to me. You guys are my people, right? You support my channel, you watch it, you say stuff. It is good for me to engage you, so I try to answer everybody. Be positive. Do not get into wars, arguing with people in threads, on posts, and in videos. Ignore that. Okay, ignore it. Keep doing what you're doing, even though you'll get hate. I get hate mail. Oh my goodness. Sometimes people say some of the ugliest things, but you don't respond to that, because it's just there to make you discouraged. Keep moving forward in what you're doing. Do not worry about that, right? At the end, it will begin to pay off. Stay focused on your mission. That's number 8. Okay. So number 8 saying stay focused on the mission. Unsolicited advice and marketing to the wrong people will only slow your channel down. Stick to your plan, keep creating, keep staying relevant. If you have a business, don't the go-to response is to market to your friends and family, but they're not always your loyal audience, right? Sometimes you have people who are jealous of what you're doing, so they're not going to support you, and if they do in the beginning, they fall off, so they don't continue to support you, and then you have a dead audience. You have a volume of people, but not the numbers you need to reflect the people that that are following you. And that happens a lot on YouTube. You have people who start out watching you in the beginning, but at the towards the middle, they're not watching anymore. They're not engaged. So you got to do something that helps you stay in front of the eye of the people who are looking for the content or looking for the product that you're putting out. On YouTube, it just so happens that you are the product, right? So if you are being a douchebag in your comment section, or you're not answering people back, or you're trying to do a plethora of things, then you're going to miss out on your key audience, and then you're going to lose subscribers, or you'll have dead subscribers, people that subscribe for one thing and now you're doing something else, and that's just not what they're interested in. And that's with business. If you're constantly switching the business, and I'm talking from experience, okay, I've had several businesses in my lifetime, and I know for a fact that they could have been successful, but I did not pursue it in a manner of which I am explaining to you now. I was marketing to the wrong people. Like I said, the easy go to is family, friends, Facebook, stuff like that. And I'm marketing to the wrong people. I'm putting in my marketing efforts to people who will then become a dead audience. They will only be volume, and they won't be quantity, right? They won't be the quality I'm looking for. They'll just be the quantity of number that I'm hoping to get. And don't get me wrong, YouTube is a numbers game. But the numbers only matter if you have people engaging with you, liking, sharing, and commenting. All those things are free. So you want to make sure you're encouraging people to do that. Whether you have a business that's online, encourage people to leave you a comment saying how they enjoyed your services, or comment on a video you did. If you're trying to sell something, you got a TikTok shop, encourage people to comment on that, so other people can see, and then they'll begin to like and share. Now you're asking, okay, those are all great, but how do I implement this kind of stuff? And we're going to go over, just like we have 8 things, and the 8 things I'm going to run over them real quick is: not everyone's your audience. You're going to be dealing with unsolicited advice. Deal with that, hit it with a grain of salt, keep moving, don't let it get you down. Your energy and your effort matters, so it helps you, it behooves you to find your people, right? Beware of supporters who don't show up. Just know that there's going to be a demographic of people who are not helping you to grow, and so you want to engage people who are willing and ready and able to help and support whatever it is you're doing. Drown out the noise. Don't let the naysayers make you discouraged or stop doing something you love and enjoy, whether nobody's watching it or thousands of people are watching it. If you enjoy it, keep doing it. Not all advice is good advice. Okay. So keep that in mind. Sometimes people tell you stuff, and I've had that where you should make this, or you should sell that, or you should do this. And it's a personal thing that they like, but they won't even buy it if you did it, right? So stick to what you know, you guys, and If it's a great idea and you think, hey, this would really complement what I'm doing, go for it. But if it's a personal thing where somebody said, well, I like strawberries, you know, and they won't even buy strawberries from you, then that's the kind of stuff you say, that's a good idea. I'll put a pin in that. All right. Your time is valuable. That's number 7. Just remember, this is taking time away from your family. Some of us, this is taking time away from your free time, from if you have a job or you have stuff to do, it's work. So you're putting in work, you're sacrificing money, you're sacrificing time, you're sacrificing different things, your talents to make something grow. Your time is worth something, it's valuable. So make sure that whatever you're turning out is something you're going to be proud of, and it's going to be targeted towards your target audience, whoever that is. We have 7 people here. It would be nice if we had 7 thumbs up. That really, really helps this channel. And I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out for our live tonight. Staying focused on the mission, that was number 8. All right. So the other ones pretty much speak for the last one, which is saying, don't give up. Now, how do we go about doing these things? What are some of the ideas? And so what I was able to do is find like-minded people who are interested in the content that I like to do. Okay. And then try to do content that appeals to people who are doing what I'm doing, which is not always easy. Okay. But you can do it. You can do it. You can kind of think, okay, if I was in this person's shoes, how would I like to see a video? I just did a video on organizing my pantry. Now, there are people who are like, oh my goodness, and I've met them. My stuff, whenever we stop, it just falls out. Newbies, like how I was, right? Like we all start out as a newbie. And then you're like, you open the cabinets after traveling